What is up, y'all? What is up, y'all? This is Mike, and that is
Tiff.
And this is Damn We Grown. Back again, slapping some soul to you on this Damn We Grown Wednesday, getting things cracking. You wake up in the morning and you're like, dang, I'm tired. Dang, I gotta go to work. I got my career. Dang, I gotta take care of these kids. Dang, I gotta pay all these bills. Dang, I gotta go to the doctor and get a checkout.
Get your prostate checked out.
Oh, man. And the COVID.
Get a mammogram.
Dang, smash your things all up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure your cholesterol is right, your blood pressure's right.
Yep. You got the diabetes. You got the sugars.
You don't want the sugars going on. You realize, damn, I'm grown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Tiff, let the folks know where they can find us.
Y'all can find us over at Instagram, TikTok, and anywhere that you're listening to this podcast at the moment at Damn We Grown. You can also hit us up on our Gmail account at damnwegrown@gmail.com.
And you can go ahead and hit us up on any of the social medias at Damn We Grown. DAMN We Grown.
Yes.
And you can go ahead and watch us
on YouTube. I almost
and
forgot
Spotify.
About YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And thank you to all the new subscribers that we're getting. We really appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming along on this journey with us. And thank you to all our OGs, our A1s from back in the day.
A1s or day ones?
Day ones.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking
damn.
Like I'm grown.
I want to say thank you to all my A1s.
Hey, that's going to be a new saying now. A1. No. A1 sauce.
A1 is a saying.
I know, it's a sauce.
No, it's not. Jesus, y'all.
When did we start this podcast?
2018? Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you to all of y'all who've been here since day one. Day one.
My A1s from day one.
Yeah. And just let y'all know, we love y'all. I'm over here hot. We're in SoCal, and it's hot. It's already like 90 degrees.
I like y'all. I don't know about loving y'all now.
Some of y'all we know personally, so I do love y'all.
Okay, yeah. Well, some of y'all, personal people.
Yeah, so what did you get into this past weekend, or what did we get into this past weekend?
This past weekend, let me see, we kicked Maddie out the house.
Mm-hmm. She was acting up.
We were like, you're out of here. You know what I'm saying? No, her bestie just turned 14, so they had like a sleepover, and they went to the amusement park, and we got to have
a date night.
A nice little date night, you know what I'm saying?
A whole day. What, like 24 hours plus?
Mm-hmm. And we actually didn't go anywhere, right? We just...
No, was that the night we went? No. Oh, Mike wanted to be bad and order like all this like junk food and stuff. He was on big boy status.
Fat boy gang. Shout out to the fat boys. Woo, we out here.
We had a pastrami sandwich.
Oof.
Zucchini fries, and then I had a juicy burger.
Double smash burger.
Yeah. So good. So good. I can't tell y'all the name of it, because if I tell y'all the name of it, then y'all would know where I be at, and I can't have y'all stalking me out like that.
Here we go.
I'm just playing. But, and then we had what? Sundays? Not Sundays.
Sundays. On Sunday.
No. A float. There we go.
Oh, yeah. We made like some sherbet floats because Tiff bought like 6 gallons of sherbet.
You know those big giant tubs of ice cream, like they're like it's like a gallon of ice cream or something like that.
It's like 2 gallons, I believe.
Yeah, that's like old school. You don't remember that from back in the day?
No, my mama never bought that.
I remember. I think my mom and my aunties would buy it every once in a while, though. It wasn't like a normal thing. I found it in the grocery store, and Mike loves sherbet, and I found it, and I thought Maddie would like it too. And I'm like, oh, this is our summer ice cream. This will last us all summer. So that's why I bought it, and it was cheap. So.
That's why you bought it.
Yeah, I mean, if it was expensive, I wouldn't have bought. I would be like, exactly. I don't know if it's worth it.
See, and that sherbet about to be here until.
Next summer.
Year.
Because really only Mike's eating it.
Exactly.
And Maddie says she didn't like it. I like it, but I'm kind of I'm kind of like getting over sweets.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I'm a Crunch a Bunch girl. Like, I don't know how many of y'all love Crunch a Bunch, right? But
Bunch of crunch.
No, it's Crunch a Bunch.
Bunch of crunch?
Is it Bunch of Crunch?
Crunch a bunch.
You know what? Whatever. It's the Nestle Crunch, basically. And it's like into like little tiny pieces, right? Anyways, I would tear a whole box of those up. We would go to Dollar Tree. I buy it. I open it in the car. By the time we get home, I'm done. Mm. And now I'm like, I'm only eating a little bit and I'm done. And now I got 2 boxes sitting in the fridge.
And they starting to get that old, you know, when the chocolate looks like it's ashy.
Yeah.
You're like, this is some old chocolate.
Yep. And then Maddie made cookies and I was like, okay, they're good, but I love me a chocolate chip cookie. And I couldn't really bring myself to eat it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Maddie, what our baby do last night? What'd she do? This is the Mike Todd in her.
Oh. Yeah, she got to cooking. She been begging for us to get her some imitation crab meat.
Mm-hmm. And salmon skin.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So she took imitation crab meat and then hooked it up like it was a seafood boil. So she put the garlic and the butter and the cayenne pepper and the lemon and all this and that. And it came out fire.
I don't like imitation crab. And it was so good, it almost had me fooled.
Yeah.
But I could still tell it was imitation crab, not real crab. Mm-hmm. But it was good. And I was about to cook some shrimp because we were going to have like shrimp tacos. I said, Maddie, get up in that kitchen and go cook the shrimp the same way you did, your imitation crab. And I should have got video of her cooking. And it was, because I was washing dishes at the same time as she was cooking. But it was like one of those moments where I just picture like mom and just being like so proud of her because I was like watching her every once in a while. I'll turn and look at her and she like seasoning. She grabbed this season and I'm just like, okay, this girl hasn't been cooking like that, but she's cooking like a big mama right now.
Mm-hmm. We told her like the little meat right here was going to start getting...
You're like, your arms gonna start getting big, girl, because you over here cooking like you're cooking like a big mama right now. Like, what? You're only 12. Oh, but it was delicious. Okay. I'm like, Mike was like, you better be careful, Tiff. And I'm like, no, she better be careful. Maddie, I got all the groceries, sweetie. You can go in there and start cooking.
Yeah, my baby hating like talking about, damn, I'm grown.
I don't want to cook no more.
I gotta cook every night. Yes, every night.
Yeah.
Welcome. But yeah, we did that. And then like Sunday, we went to like this thrifting thing out in...
It was a Y2K flea market, so.
There we go.
Yeah.
Which y'all, you know what I'm saying? We all in the same age, like Von Dutch, Ed Hardy.
Yeah. The old Dooney and Burke and Coach bags. And
just all the stuff from the 2000s that we used to rock, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, we both were saying it. Like, if we knew we could have made all this money.
And they were selling it at ridiculous prices,
Ridiculous prices.
I'm like Maddie got what is it? What's the shoe brand? DC? I think it was a DC t-shirt. Paid like $25, $30 for that shirt. I was like, girl, we could have got this at the thrift store for like $2.99.
Nina.
Like, but it was the experience and she was there with her friends. And it was so funny because literally everybody that was standing in line.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead, keep talking. I just see your mic going down. So
I keep trying to tighten it, but I can't go any tighter.
Because you go a little weekend, girl. There you go.
Thank you. Everyone who was standing in line, of course, was anywhere from the ages of like 12 to 20. basically. And all the girls who were underage, of course, you know, their parents are standing there, and they were all our age. They were all our ages. So it was just funny. It really was funny.
And all the girls looked the same. They were all dressed the same.
Literally, like an exact replica from us back in 2002, 2005. Like, and Maddie, she got mad at me. Mom, why didn't you save any of your clothes? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, one, I was going to have a daughter, and two, that she wanted to wear any of my old clothes. And I'm like, had I saved my clothes specifically, like, oh, maybe my daughter's going to want to wear this one day if I have a daughter, it wouldn't even been her style. She would have been like all goth and moody, or like something completely different. Like, she wouldn't have want the Y2K style. So anyways.
And I probably would have thrown it out. Like, what are you doing with all these clothes? You don't even have a child.
I'm saving it so one day I can resell it.
Okay, cool. We don't got the space.
For $50 for one shirt that I paid $12.99 at Forever 21 back in 2001.
So basically what we need to do is just go to all of their stores and get to work.
Yeah, that too.
And throw it on Depop.
Yeah.
And try to outsell our daughter. Shout out to her. She got her little Depop
She over
store
here getting
going.
her side money.
I'm like, good.
Yep.
Sell them clothes. Shoot. Make that money.
Make that money, girl.
That money.
The right way.
The right way.
But yeah, so, is there anything else you want to talk about? Any other like news topics or anything before we get into the story?
We watched some new movies.
We watched Is God Is.
Is God Is, and then we also watched I Love Boosters.
Oh yeah, I Love Boosters was not what I thought it was going to be, but I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot.
It was funny. So let us know. Did you guys see either of those movies? Either of those two movies? And which one did you like?
Is God Is was like Is God Is. It's like pretty much like a revenge flick.
I'm trying to think of whatever. It's like slightly like a Kill Bill vibe with what's the one that we just seen? With the black chick when she was in the hotel with the vampires.
They Will Kill You.
Yeah. It's like kind of like that too. Like it felt very familiar, but different. Like it was fresh and new.
Yeah, it was like more drama than action though. It wasn't like action packed like that. It was way more drama.
But it was good. Yeah, I like that one too.
Dope. Yeah. Yeah. I Love Boosters was directed by, I want to say Boots. Excuse me. Boots Riley.
Of course, there goes our neighbors.
Let me see here. I Love Boosters.
I Love Boots. Well, why? Okay, well, I'll let you finish that.
Yeah, Boots Riley. Okay. And if you know who Boots Riley is, then you know that he's like super eclectic. So his style is like super eclectic. So the movies that I'm seeing that he has directed, if you've seen Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah.
That's when my man, he got the little scar on his head with the afro. You see like the little blood, not scar, but you see like the little blood stain and it's like wrapped. It's wild. It is a wild ride. Yeah. By the end of the movie, horse people. So expect some of the same with, you know what I'm saying? I Love Boosters. I'm trying to find that show he did. I feel like it was on HBO. I feel like it was him. But I could be wrong. But anyways. Oh, he did that one show, I'm a Virgo. That's when Oh Boy, I think it was on Amazon Prime when like, oh boy, he was like super gigantic. He was like a giant. He was like real calm, real chill, but he was a giant black dude. Like a literal giant. Like, so the way that they shot it was that I don't know, maybe he was like 15 feet tall. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that.
Yeah. So Boots Riley, he you know what I'm saying? He makes some super like off the wall, different kind of stuff. And it's a fun watch. It's a fun watch.
Yeah.
You got to be open though.
And I like stuff like that because especially as Black people, like we're different, but they always want to kind of show like the same, like put us in the same categories when it comes to like big Hollywood, you know, movies. So I like the different like movies and stuff like that and TV shows. One TV show, and I know we'll wrap this up, but I do want to get into this at some point, probably within the next month or so. The Polygamist. Now, this is a South African TV show. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Have y'all watched it? Have y'all seen it? The first 2 minutes, 5 minutes, you're just like, you're hooked. Like, what? What? Yeah. I know y'all don't like spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But this is your warning. Go watch it. It's 22 episodes. Each episode is like 20, 25 minutes long. I literally watched it, I think in like 4 or 5 days. I would just like watch it at night. Watch it. By September or even October, just depending on our lineup of what we're talking about, I want to talk about this film or this African TV show because it was crazy and it's wild and I'm hoping they're going to come out with a season 2. So that's that.
That's that. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Mike, he was peeking in, watching a couple episodes. He need to go back and actually watch the whole thing, though.
No, I seen most of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like you missed like several episodes here and there in between. I had to catch you up, but...
Yeah, you caught me up. I was good.
Okay. It was good, y'all. It was good.
Yeah. It was
now
good.
I want to read the book. So, anyways. So what are we getting into today?
Well, so our main topic, main meat and potatoes we're getting into today is we're basically talking about how the voice of children is usually silenced and how that plays a part in how they grow up and then how they show up in their adulthood, right? So we've seen a clip on the socials. And it was a young dude, and he was just talking about how, like, being raised by his grandmother and how he had no voice.
He had no voice with her.
Yeah, he had no voice with her, but in general, he had no voice because of, you know what I'm saying, his interaction with how he was being raised.
Yeah.
So, you know, our parents, maybe their parents before them, the thing was always, kids are to be seen and not heard. You know what I'm saying? That was the going idea, the going, you know, construct that was, you know, in for the parent to the child. Like, you know, you don't have a voice. Be quiet. I do what I do because it's best for you. You don't have any input in this. You're just a child. You don't know, right? That idea.
Do as I tell you, not as I do. Do what you're told, or, you know.
Hey, but mama, your life is messed up. Like, walk up.
But see, I can understand to a point why an elder, a parent, a grandparent, like whoever has, you know, the influence of the child, because it's like, I went through this and I don't want you to go through it, you know? So I get that aspect of when they say, do as I do. I mean, do as I say, not as I do, to a point.
Yeah, but that's a ridiculous idea. Like,
I don't think it's ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous. It sounds great on paper, but that's not how anybody learns.
So, should I even put that out there? No, I'm not going to put that out there. Because I want to discuss that with you first, if we should put that out there. But okay, so say a person, their dad is an alcoholic. And we know, like, you know, alcohol, like, that's an addiction. And the dad, of course, his life is out of control. He keeps trying to get better, but this addiction just really has a hold of him. And he's telling his teenage son, like, don't drink. I started drinking at the age of 12 or whatever the age, like I didn't get into college. I didn't, get the best grades in school, which then affect me not getting into college, which then affect me not being able to have the type of income I wanted from the jobs.
Yeah.
And so he's telling his son that don't do it. I know how life can go if you're sitting here with this alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the dad might be trying, but we're human. He keeps failing. He may be sober for 6 months, but then he falls back off, the wagon. So I feel like in that sense, as the child, and I mean, I know they're a child still, but you need to grasp onto that. You see how his life is, and you don't want your life to go down that path. So I can understand why the parent is like, don't do as I do as I say.
True. But I mean, it's still the same exact way that child is learning. Either they're seeing what they don't want, or they're seeing what becomes normalized.
I think in my mind, I see it as what I don't want.
True, but there's a whole lot of people that see what's normal, right? So even if, I put it this way, a lot of people, I'll say between me and you, this is a perfect example. I think I talked about this on the podcast before, right? But when we were dating, right? Well, let me give you background. Me and Tiff were dating, but I grew up in a household where my parents were divorced when I was 7 years old, right? So arguing, abuse, craziness, right? So my parents got divorced when I was 7. They went their separate ways. Tiff's parents stayed together until the day that they passed on, right? Over 50 years, something like that. Mm-hmm. So the things that you've seen on a daily basis versus the things that I seen on a daily basis when it comes to a marriage were very different, right? So I saw my parents together screaming and arguing, and I'm like, I don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right? Makes sense. You may have seen your parents having, a good marriage and, things of that nature and been like, okay, one day I can see myself being married, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the difference, what I wanted to point out. When I was in college, I took a class called sociology, I think maybe 15 or sociology something, but it was called Sociology, Marriage and the Family. So there were things that I learned in that class that I had to actually, read in a book. My professor was teaching me. I'm like, oh man, okay, this is dope. This is how you have a successful marriage. So when me and Tiff started dating, she was doing some of the things that I learned in the class. And then I was like, oh my gosh, did you take social marriage and the family too? And she's like, no. Mm-hmm. So you just seen your parents and without knowing, they taught you certain positive aspects about being married and marriage and the family. I had to go learn it from a book because I didn't see it from my parents. What I learned from my parents was strife, turmoil, you know what I'm saying? So, yes, we both were able to learn by seeing them do and putting out that example for us. Mm-hmm. But they both still put out an example. My mom was not like, when you get married, make sure you find someone that loves you for you, that respects you. It was just like, no, I seen it.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't want that.
Exactly.
But
you
it's
could
because
have
I've seen it.
But yeah. So what if your parents did everything, but it was behind closed doors? Do you think that would have changed the person that you are today within our marriage?
Yeah.
So you would hear the yelling and screaming behind closed doors, but you never
no,
see.
that would, because just because I don't see it, that's like if you don't see sex, but you hear sex, sex is happening. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to see it. You can hear it. Mm-hmm. We got our senses. And if you're wild out there, you can smell it. But you know what I'm saying? It's like we learn through all kind of different ways. Even you learn in negative ways, right? Every time I bring this up, mom says this and that and that. So then you become...
shrink yourself.
Now, she might have not been trying to teach you that, but she taught you that by her actions. You learned, okay, well, this is how I have to protect myself. Oh, I have to go into this shell. I have to read books and take me out of this world so I can go into the world of these books, so I don't have to be in this crazy world where I'm getting yelled at for asking simple questions. Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. So going back to the original topic is, so the guy on the video, he was basically saying because his grandmama was the one who raised him and he had to basically shut up and listen when she was talking, and he couldn't, voice his thoughts or opinions to her. When he went out to school, he didn't work that muscle. And so therefore, when he's in school, he couldn't speak up for himself either, which then turned into, you grow up and it's just a little piece of sand in the bucket that keeps accumulating. And then you grow up, and you can't speak up for yourself and you're wondering why, And I know as someone who was brought up that way, now trying to raise a child to speak her mind freely when at all times, it is difficult, y'all. It is very, very difficult because part of me is like, girl, I'm your mama. You better sit down. You need to respect me. You need to listen to what I got to say. Don't back talk. But then it's like, well, what is back talk? It's really not. I mean, of course, there is that line, right?
Yeah, there's a boundary that has to be set.
Yeah, I mean, because there's disrespect in how you talk to your parents, and then there's just you voicing your own opinion that may be different than theirs, or what your want and need is that is different from their want and need for you.
Yeah.
And so it's difficult if you come from that generation or you were raised that way to raise a free thinker, an opinionated, well-spoken, speak your mind type of child, because you kind of revert back to your own childhood. And because my cousin and I all the time, and even me and you sometimes, we're like, I would have never, never even opened my mouth to say something like that. So we had an incident recently, and my child, we were talking, and my daughter, she's well off. She's privileged, and we're very thankful and blessed that we can do a lot more for her than what we could ever imagine in our childhood of us doing, right? So she, of course, we need to go back to school shopping. We need to go supply shopping. She wants to go vintage shopping or thrift shopping, hang out with her friend, like all these different things, right? But in my mind, I'm also like, oh gosh, we got 2 months of filler for volleyball that we got to pay for. And then right after that, we got club volleyball to pay for. And then she also, we want to do Halloween Horror Nights because we opened the floodgates for that. And that's a huge expense. And I don't know, there's some other things that's happening, that I know we got to pay for in the month between July to October. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Now, Mike is the only one who literally collects a physical paycheck every week. I'm here in the home. Yes, I do my paint parties and I'll sell, vintage clothes and stuff like that here and there, but it's not consistent. So my daughter opened her mouth to say, why don't you just go get another job? Or why don't you just go get a job? First of all, that cut deep because I'm like, Don't you know I'm here for you? Like, I take care of you. That's my job. And I mean, she is getting older. So it's like, you know, I understand. But the way how she said it and she was just so quick with it too. Mm-hmm. And I think that just like slapped me in the face. And I was like, I would have never opened my mouth to say something like that to my mama. Mm-hmm. And my mama only whooped me one time. Mm. But I feel like if I said something like that to her, I don't know, she might have slapped me across my face, or she definitely would have went off on me. She would have been throwing every cuss word at me, and I do all this and then for you and da 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 da, and you gonna sit here, na 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 na. Mm-hmm. But you know, and then I went back at her. I was like, "You go get a job," and then we kind of went back and forth for a little bit, and then I was like, I need to remove myself from the situation because So I came in, I got on the treadmill, walked it out, got some movement in. Before, my go-to would be eating. I would eat some snacks, some sweet, or eat something. But now I'm like, okay, let me not do that. But the point is, she said what she said, and then I didn't know that she was really hurt by what happened between us. And so she talked to Mike. Mike came to me, we talked it out, and then I talked to her about it the next day. But my point is, it's hard raising a child to be able to speak her mind and voice her opinion.
Mm-hmm. There's, you know, a big deal with raising a strong-willed child. Mm-hmm. And, you know, when me and Tiff were talking about it, I was like, you got to understand, one, Tiff is very smart, very quick-witted, right? I'm pretty quick-witted, right? So when Tiff was like, okay, we got to watch our spending because we're, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to budget better, yada, yada, yada. Well, if we need more money, why don't you just go get a job, right? That makes sense. But quick-witted comes with flames from, you know, a child, right? So she's got it in here. So then the next thing is like, well, I'm here for you and I can't be gone all day and while you at, you know, you got school and this, why don't you go while I'm at school in the morning and get a job in the morning? Like, oh, okay, you trying to get the two-piece.
Right.
You trying to get the two-piece, bop. Okay, I see you. Also, her mind is firing, you know what I'm saying, on all pistons, and it's on all cylinders, I should say, and it's making sense. You want that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I want her to be able to think quickly, you know what I'm saying, because you need that.
In the real world, outside of our home.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, it is difficult. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, I talked to her about understanding these boundaries and that we're your parents and we're going to discipline you. And you mess around and you jumping out the window, you crossing a boundary that you don't want to cross, not with me, you know? Not if you want, like the kind of life that you're living right now, you know what I'm saying? The more you cross a boundary, the more restrictions I have to put you on, right? So I explained that to her, she understood. But it is one of those things where setting up the boundaries and having her understand the boundaries is the number one thing that I wanted to do for her. Because I did not want to be like, you don't say that kind of things or you don't think in that way. But you know what I'm saying? Because it's also about tones, right? Because if she would have been like, well, if we need more money, maybe you ever thought about maybe trying to like get a job or something? You think that would help? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The tone would change everything. So, you know, teaching her about tone and, you know, that kind of nature. But I want her to always have that flame in her, being able to speak up. Because we live a life where there's so many people that never speak up.
Yeah.
You know, the boss, I was talking to Tiff about, I was like, imagine her at work and the boss is just like, you know, you've been doing amazing, girl. You've been doing real good. You got a little hair in your face. You've been doing real good. Real good.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Maddie wouldn't even let that happen. She'd be like, what?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you've been taught to minimize yourself, that you are to be quiet, that you are not to speak up, you don't have that fire in your belly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it is very tough. But if she can stand up to me and to this one right here, then she for sure will be able to have the ability to stand up for herself in her career, in school, in her friend group.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, you need that. You have to be bold enough, because I needed it. And it's the reason why I was able to stand up and be like, why are you doing that? So it was like there's a whole lot of mixture of things that go into that pot to form, that good gumbo. But it's like one of those things is, okay, I have to let you know that it is perfectly natural for you to be able to speak your mind, right? So yeah, but it's tough. Like Tiff said, it is tough.
Yeah.
Because we're thinking just exactly how we grew up. Like you said, like I would be punched in the mouth. I'd be slapped in the face. I would be getting whooped. You know what I'm saying? All kind of different things.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's hard to remove that. And I don't think it's really gentle parenting. I think it's just parenting. Like we're changing with the times and trying to get out of that mentality that our kids have to fear us. And I think that's hard, especially coming from the Black culture too, like I want my daughter to respect and love us, not fear us. Yeah. Because I don't want her to hide stuff and go sneak off. And she was very open about that to me recently too. I'm not sure if I shared on the last podcast, but for the first time, I let her go off with a friend I don't know. No, like I know she talked about this friend and stuff. It's a new friend that she met in 7th grade. And she wants to go to the mall and hang out with her. And so, of course, Mike and I, we established a boundary like, well, the only way how you're going to be able to hang out with this friend is unless mommy and me, I get to meet this friend. I need to at least see what they look like, and I'm going to be at the mall. I may not be walking right behind y'all and like stalking y'all, but I'm going to be there. I'm not just dropping you off and going back home. No. So, she agreed to it and I let her, hang out at the mall. But later on, we had talked about it. And she's like, I don't want to get to that point where I'm hiding stuff from you guys and I'm sneaking around doing things because you guys won't let me do things. And it's like, oh, back it up. But this is also my mentality because I'm thinking back to my childhood. I'm like, girl, you don't know how good you have it. My summers, I stayed at home. Every once in a while, maybe I got to go fishing with my dad if he went fishing, whatever. Or if my cousins went to amusement parks or did something, my cousins was doing something, I got to go. But I didn't get to go to friends' house. I never got to do sleepovers at anybody else's home. Didn't get to just go hang out at the park or the mall. Like, I don't think I really hung out at the mall until I was like in high school. Like I just had very like helicopter parents, and I understand why but that's another story. But, so I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking like, girl, like you have all this freedom. You get to sleep over with your friend's house, cousin's house. You get to go, like you're traveling every summer. You're going places. We go to the mall just to walk around and window shop. Or even if we don't, you still end up getting something every time we go to the mall, So, but I had to like step back and realize, like Mike has always said, that was my foundation. That was my baseline. And like now her baseline is up here. So this is what she knows. So it's normal to her. What was normal to me is not normal to her.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I don't want my child sitting here sneaking off and, oh, I'm going. And she even told me, she's like, yeah, I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to Lily's house. And then really she's sneaking off to go to the mall with some other friends or something, So I'm like, yeah, I understand. I get it. But we need to be on the same page.
Yeah. Because that's why I told her, like, there's going to be boundaries. And you're not going to agree with every boundary. Yeah. Because I'm just like, your job as a child growing into a young adult is basically, well, I'll start with our part. I was like, as your parents, we put you in a certain kind of a cage. There's a certain size cage that we give you to keep you safe, but allow you a certain amount of freedom. And I'm like, as you grow and mature, your job as a child becoming older and growing is to bust out of that cage. When you bust out of that cage, then we make a bigger cage for you to have more room. But, you know what I'm saying? We have to have a certain amount of control because you're a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not there yet. Your mind's not there yet. But you're going to want to push your boundaries more and more. And I'm like, that's your job, to push the boundaries. My job is to give you a little more boundaries, and we'll meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
That is our jobs as, you know, parents. Because we don't want our kids to grow up, really. It's hard to watch them grow up. Like, I'm supposed to watch you get into a car without me and drive. And I'm supposed to be fine with you coming home at midnight.
And her bestie's a year older than her, so it's going to come even faster than we think.
Right? So we have to put in all that work to get you to this level, and you're going to be like, I'm going to go higher. I should be able, if I can drive a car, I should be able to go ahead and go all the way to Vegas. No, you're not ready for a Vegas trip yet. But you are ready to go to the mall and go to your friend's house.
A 10-minute drive around the perimeter of the house.
Yeah. Okay, well, now I'm driving to LA and, you know, Vegas now. So I should be able to go ahead and drive to Mexico. And no, you're not ready to be driving to Tijuana. You're not there yet.
Yeah.
But we're going to build you up.
Too, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want that. We don't want to have to let our babies get older because they're just our babies, no matter what. But the reality is they have to be older. We have to teach them how to function in this world. And then we have to, let go.
Them go. Just gone.
Gone. You gotta let them fly.
Yeah.
Either let me fly, give me death, let my soul rest, take my breath. 'Cause I don't fly, I'ma die anyway. Rest in peace, DMX. But it's tough, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard because every day I look at her and I'm like, you're getting taller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yeah, just try your best out there, y'all. Just, you know, make sure, because we're our kids' first teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they see us do, you know, like even Mike said, the reason why she on Depop right now is because of you. She's seen what you've done all these years with, you know, like my Poshmark and Etsy and eBay store, you know? So it's like, yeah.
These kids learn.
But at the same time, there's a lot of negative things that she has picked up too that I'm like, no. Like, I didn't intend for you to do those type of things, you know? And the reason why I do those type of things, which I know isn't good, and I've been working on it, but it's because of the way how I grew up. But you're not growing up like that, so you don't need to do these type of things, you know? But like we said, it's what they see, you know? So yeah, baby's growing up.
Damn.
We grown. Let your kids have their, you know, allow your kids to speak their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it may be difficult at first if you haven't been doing it and you already got like a tween, an older kid, or even a teenager now, but it'll be so much beneficial for not only them, but for your relationship in the long run, because we don't want to send our kids out here to be people pleasers or not know how to defend themselves or protect themselves verbally. You know, I know it's easy to protect yourself physically. Someone call you out your name and you just ready to put hands on them. Like, we don't want our kids out there doing stuff like that, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add to that?
Nah, you wrapped it up, put it in a nice package. And that's pretty much, I 100% agree.
Yeah. And I know it's been like, what, a month month and a half now. We were supposed to talk about that movie, Idiocracy or something like that. What was the name of it?
We will at one point. They're not worried about it.
Yeah.
They just learned some good information.
Y'all just learned something.
We just learned. We learned you something. Nah, we're trying to figure this out the same way y'all trying to figure this out. Yeah. So we just exchanging information and letting you know our views and what's been working for us and, you know, our shortcomings and what we're trying to build together. And that was one of the, you know, conversations that we had. Like, okay, where you fall short, this is where I get to stand up. And then where I fall short, that's where you get to stand up. And we pick each other up. And that's the thing about being a team in this. Yeah. And like, shout out to the single mothers, single fathers. Because a lot of times it's just you. You just got to figure it out. So I know it's difficult.
I'm like, I cannot do this without you. I mean, I know I would have to, but I'm so happy. There's many a times when Mike had to just step in. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. Whew. But yeah. Go give y'all kids a hug. It's still summer break for most of y'all, I believe. So
I got like a little bit of time left.
Yeah, go give them a hug and just be like, I love you.
Get off me. What is wrong with you today?
Right.
What you got to tell the people, baby?
Y'all keep choosing joy.
Cheer, y'all. Deuces.